we have flu season coming up, and honestly, I think a lot of I don't know, a lot of this stuff that's going on with our POTUS right now, our president. I think it's honestly to push the drugs, like the vaccines and all that kind of stuff, because you know, how else do you get people to want to take a vaccine? You say, oh, the president got sick, and look, he's 70 something, and 2 days later he's fine, right? What about you guys? Are you guys gonna take the vaccine?
Nope. I believe in natural medicine. Plant medicine, you know.
I agree.
They've been around for thousands and thousands of years before we were born. You know, pharmaceutical drugs just came about maybe 200 years ago. Not really sure. But I believe in the power of plant medicine.
Yeah.
And food is healing.
Exactly.
Good food, so.
You know, they say this virus attacks people with weak immune systems. If you're plant-based, you have a strong immune system. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But I'm not going to take it. I mean, I heard that they're going to try to force you to take it. Like, I hope that doesn't happen, because now you're talking about like
it's abuse.
Yeah, like dictatorship. You know what I mean? Hatem probably has some experience with that, where they force you to do stuff in the country. Any stories like that? Like about?
They don't force like to do that. No, actually they do. I think. Like before you go to school, like you have to take 5 shots.
Yeah, we have that too. Like
immunization.
Yeah, we have those
something.
too. Yeah, but like other things they haven't forced on the people, like
not like from like health wise, they don't like force us. They don't want us to be sick.
That's a good thing, at
like,
least. Jeez.
Because you know, like the pharmaceutical companies in Syria are not very strong. And the government paying for everything, so the government doesn't have money. And they don't want you to be sick, so they don't give you anything. So.
Okay.
Did you take notes, America? We talk all this crap about Syria. Look at that. They don't want you to be sick over there. They want you to be healthy because they can't afford to take care of you anyways.
And like insurance stuff is not popular. There's like, I think like there's everyone like go to the hospital. It's free in Syria.
Wow.
There's like no insurance.
So it's a little bit like socialism.
Socialism, yeah.
Okay, got it.
Because like the same system with Russia before.
Was Syria part of the USSR?
They wasn't, but like they kind of like influenced from them. They have same
system.
Same system, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Are you guys close to the USSR? Or?
Yes. Yeah.
What does that mean, by the way?
SSR? So Russia used to be something called the USSR. I forgot what that stands for, but it was a bunch of countries. It was like a superpower, right? That's why the United States always was fighting with Russia, because it was like they were fighting who was going to be the strongest company in the world. Strongest country in the world, right? And it was all about, we have nuclear and da 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 da, and it was called the Cold War, basically, because it was almost like, you want some of this, huh? You want some of that, right? Like they were fighting, but they were faking it, you know?
Yeah.
But what happened is, since I don't know that, I mean, I probably don't know what the heck I'm talking about here, but it's something like that caused Russia to fall apart because they didn't have the financial stability to support them trying to beef up their military and everything to compete with the U.S. And they just ended up falling apart. So then all the countries kind of became like independent again, you know? They weren't part of this big Russian, I don't even know what you call it, but yeah, so it used to be in the 80s, it was called the USSR. Okay. Now you have like Russia and all these different countries, Chechnya and all that kind of broke apart, and they're all kind of like their own countries.
So yeah, like the system like was there, like I don't know what they call it exactly, but like capitalism, like the like private companies running everything. In Syria, like the government running everything.
That's called communism, I think.
Communism? I'm not
It's
sure.
either communism or socialism, one of those two. Or Marxism, because Marxism was what came from Russia.
Yeah, we follow Marx.
Marxism.
Yeah,
okay,
yes.
so you guys follow the Marxist system.
Yeah, so all schools free. The government pay for all schools, like from university, master degree, PhD, all for free.
Wow.
And for health, everything free.
Meanwhile, here in America, we have student loan debt just passed up credit card debt. You have people that have student loan mortgages. They can't afford to get themselves taken care of because the healthcare is expensive. And then we trash other countries' systems, you know what I mean?
I think it's like just 10 years ago or 15 years ago, we start to have private schools and private hospitals.
Okay.
But like regular people, they just go like to the hospital. It's amazing. Same doctors, they are in the hospital and in the private one and the government one, and everything is for free.
Wow. And so it's still good healthcare and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
too.
so they don't want you to get sick. They are paying there's no insurance companies, no like.
I guess that makes sense. Like if you're on the hook for the bill, you don't want them to get sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas in this country, it's big pharma that controls everything. They want you sick because they want you to be taking the medications.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a documentary called Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead.
I love that one.
If you haven't watched it, go to Netflix and watch it.
Is it still up there?
I don't know. But if it is, you should watch it because they literally want us fat, sick, and nearly dead.
It's by Joe Cross.
Yeah. Because guess what? If we're fat, sick, and nearly dead, we have to be hopped up on pills, and now they have a permanent client.
Yeah.
They have a forever client. You know what I mean?
Yeah.